Small towns are built on trust. People know each other by name, leave doors unlocked, and believe that danger belongs somewhere else. Acme, Washington was one of those towns, quiet and close-knit, where life moved slowly and fear felt distant. That sense of safety vanished the day 19-year-old Mandy Stavik went out for a routine jog and never came home. It was the day after Thanksgiving in 1989. Mandy, home from college for the holidays, decided to take her usual run along familiar rural roads. She brought her German Shepherd, Kyra, with her, something she often did. Hours passed. Then Kyra returned alone. Mandy did not. Her family immediately knew something was wrong. Neighbors joined in, searching fields, roads, and wooded areas. The entire community mobilized, hoping she was injured or lost. 3 days later, that hope was destroyed when Mandy's body was discovered floating in the South Fork of the Nooksack River. The shock was overwhelming. Mandy wasn't just another name. She was a bright student, a talented athlete, and an aspiring pilot. She had plans, ambition, and a future everyone believed in. Seeing her life end so violently forced the town to confront a terrifying possibility that someone among them was capable of murder. Detectives quickly realized this was no accident. Evidence suggested Mandy had been abducted. She was a strong runner, unlikely to be caught on foot. Investigators believe she was forced into a vehicle, taken miles away, sexually assaulted, and then killed after attempting to escape. One detective who helped recover Mandy's body later described the moment as something that never left him. As he lifted her from the water, he quietly promised her that he would not let her be forgotten. The investigation stretched on for years. Advances in forensic science allowed investigators to preserve DNA evidence from the crime, but despite testing dozens of suspects, no match was found. Tips came in, theories formed, and suspicions circulated, yet nothing led to an arrest. As time passed, the case grew cold. Mandy's name became part of the town's history, a reminder of what had been lost and what had never been answered. Many believed justice would never come. Then, more than 2 decades later, something unexpected happened. In 2013, 2 women who barely knew each other began talking casually at a water park. During their conversation, both independently mentioned disturbing encounters they had experienced years earlier with the same man, Timothy Bass. Neither knew about Mandy's case in detail, but something about their stories felt too similar to ignore. As they talked, a chilling pattern emerged. Bass had shown predatory behavior toward young women, crossing boundaries and creating fear. One woman recalled inappropriate contact when she was a teenager. Another described an encounter that left her deeply shaken. For years, neither had spoken up. When their stories reached investigators, everything changed. Police discovered that Timothy Bass had lived less than 2 miles from Mandy and along her jogging route at the time of her disappearance. Somehow, during the original investigation, he had never been asked to provide DNA. When detectives approached Bass decades later, he denied knowing Mandy and refused to give a DNA sample. Surveillance followed, but nothing usable turned up. Once again, it seemed the case might slip away. Then an unexpected act broke the silence. Bass's supervisor at work, suspicious and determined, secretly collected items Bass discarded that contained his DNA and turned them over to police. The results were undeniable. The DNA matched the evidence preserved from Mandy's murder. Nearly 28 years after she was killed, Timothy Bass was arrested and charged with kidnapping, rape, and murder. At trial, Bass changed his story. He claimed he and Mandy had engaged in consensual sex, a claim that contradicted decades of denial and every piece of forensic evidence. prosecutors methodically dismantled his defense using DNA, witness testimony, and his own inconsistent statements. Even members of Bass's family testified against him. His former wife described controlling and abusive behavior, painting a disturbing psychological picture of the man the community thought they knew. The jury found him guilty on all counts. For Mandy's family, the verdict brought a measure of peace that had taken nearly 30 decades to arrive. Justice had been delayed, but it had not been denied. The case of Mandy Stavik became a powerful reminder of what persistence can achieve. 3 women speaking up, a detective who never let go, and a community that refused to forget ultimately brought the truth to light. Acme could finally begin to heal. Mandy's story lived on, not only as a tragedy, but as proof that even the coldest cases can still find justice.